Guys, what's going on? It's Mike from Formerwin. I'm here to help you guys get your first engineering job. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make decisions. Listen, I was talking to one of my students today, and we were talking about whether or not they should accept an offer. And this is one of my new students, so they already had some predisposition ways that they achieved this job. So if you kind of went through my process, the Formerwin process, then we would kind of unravel all this before you get the offer. So that way, once you get the offer, you're already off the steamboat rolling. So I want to address this for you guys today. You guys are going to make better decisions after this. Let's get into it. All right, so as always, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Michael DeLeo. If you need anything, I'm here to help you guys out. My number is 305-923-8724. Again, 305-923-8724. Let's get into this and start with how to make decisions. So listen, whenever you're in a position in life where you're about to make a big decision, and this can range for everyone. Number one is going to be what school you're going to. I'm sure that's going to be one. Whether or not you should accept an offer like my client, or whether or not you should go out for dinner, or just anything really, right? And any kind of decision that you need to make, you can run through this process, but I want to really address the ones that are big in your life. And number four here, bold moves. I'm going to be talking about that at the end, but that's one that I really started to work on because this is what's going to actually make the change in your life. Number one is going to be assessment. So let's assess the situation. Let's figure out whether this situation is worth worrying about, right? If you're going into a situation and this is not a big deal, it's not a big situation, and what decision you make doesn't really affect the results of your life, then you can probably ignore it, right? But a big part of this assessment when making decisions, especially in our career as engineers and as an engineering student, really on to come up in a big decision environment, you need to just assess whether or not this situation is really affecting your why or your life. So if we're talking about your why here, right? Why? I want to connect that because if your why is not being addressed with this decision, if this decision is not benefiting your why, or you're not really pushing towards where you want to get to, then you can either make the decision really quickly and say, okay, well, let me assess it. This is not helping me. This is not good for me. All right, done deal. I'm not going to worry about it. No matter who is affected by it, no matter what the situation is, if it's a family member and you're saying, okay, well, I have a big test tomorrow, or I have a big job interview tomorrow, and my friends or family want me to go out to drink or go party. It's someone's birthday. Well, listen, let's not do that because this decision, this situation is, don't mind the dog, but this decision is super important to me. This decision is going to really change my life, and me being prepared for that or me taking this is going to actually change me instead of hold me back. So don't let people hold you back. Connect this decision with your why. If you want to be an engineer because you want to change your family's trajectory and become a better person, then listen, make that decision, and whatever it is, go towards the route that you know you need to take. So connect your why with the decision. Number two is going to be options. So let's take a look at what your options are. I mean, you can make a little list about this. This is the best way to do it. Don't just sit there and think about, well, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. Actively get a notebook and write this out. This is something that you might have heard before. Maybe you did it. It's good that I'm telling you now. But get a notebook, write down your decisions. So let's say you have option one, option two, option three, option four. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Whatever it is, write it down because that's going to help you process the situation. Maybe you have something else that you want to write out. Or type it out, that's fine. I definitely believe in writing because then you'll connect with it more. But let's say you write out option number one. Okay, well, this is option I'm trying to decide whether I should do. Okay, this is option number two, or maybe that's place number two to go eat, or place number two that I should go apply for jobs, or project number two that I should go do, right? So we got all of these, and then again, this is still going to be all rooted in your why. That's why I wrote this. This why and what you're doing in your life, why you're doing this. This is just not casual. We shouldn't be casual about what we're doing. We're doing this because we want to change our family's life. We want to be remembered. We want to build a legacy. We want to feel important. We want our kids to look up to us. We want our family to look up to us. We want to be a leader in the community. So all of this factors into play. That's why we write this. That's why we do this. That's why we think about this. That's why we really step up and become the person that we need to be. So with this in terms of options, let's take our options. So this is option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, well, does this connect with my why better? Does this connect with my why better? Does this, oh, well, maybe, I need to kind of go back and assess each option, whether or not it's going to really connect with my why or if it's going to benefit me or which option is better than not. But you can probably rule out a few just based off of that. Let's say you have project 1, 2, 3, and 4. Project 1 is boring and you don't really find interest in it. Okay, boom, done. Or whatever the case is. But list them out, list a few pros and cons, and then that way we can better make a decision. Number three is consultation. I used to do this a lot. I still do this, but the key with this is, consulting with someone in your peer group or engineer group, or just like you need to ask someone because it's going to help you get an overlook on it with a different set of eyes. So if someone else is giving you advice, the number one thing you need to make sure is they are where you want to be. They need to be where you want to be. If you're asking someone advice and they haven't done what you want to do, they haven't achieved the goals that you want to achieve, then you shouldn't be talking with them. So in this case with engineering, go consult with another engineer. Maybe go connect with someone on LinkedIn who has the position that you're looking at and ask them for some advice. Or maybe if there's a senior engineer or someone that you look up to, or there's someone that's connected with your why and your long-term goal, go ask them. Maybe they've done something before that's new to you that you need to start taking action on, or whatever the case is, or maybe you've been meaning to talk to this person for a while, or maybe it's a little bit scary to talk to this person. Maybe it's your dean, maybe it's a senior engineer, maybe it's someone in your family, maybe it's someone super important, again, that you're nervous to talk to. Go talk to them. You're about to make a big decision, so go talk to them, get consultation from the right person. Don't sit there with your peer group who also don't have internships and then ask them, oh, well, should I take this? I don't know. And then they're going to say, oh, well, actually, it might not be that good of a fit. Man, what do they know? They don't have internships. They don't have the same passion. They don't have the same drive as you. So go consult with people that are actually where you want to be. Number 4 is bold moves. I just started taking this. You might think that I've taken some bold moves before, but, this is scary. This is really scary because some people get to this step and then they go back to this and think about, oh, well, maybe I should make this decision, maybe I shouldn't do. You might go through all of these, 1 assessment, 2 options, 3 consultation, and think about it still, and then go back to sitting on the couch and crying, going in a little ball and thinking about what you should be doing with your life. And listen, I understand, I've been there, but now this is the time to make bold moves. We've gathered the information that you want and that you need to make this decision. Now it's time to make a bold move because time is of the essence. It might not be, you might think, oh, we'll have a week to decide, but that's a week that you could be getting closer to your goals. If you make a decision and you go with one of these options, you can start researching that option, you can start preparing for that option, and that's going to set you up light years ahead. And this is part of the game. You're not always going to make the right decision. Maybe one of the other options was better, but listen, I promise you that if you make a quicker decision after going through this assessment and make that bold move, that's going to perpetually change your life because you're going to start making bigger bold moves in your life. You're going to practice this bold move method of taking, and then you're going to start evolving into a new human being. Trust the process, trust the grind, go work hard, make that decision, go make a bold move.